The question is, what causes eutrophication in freshwater lake and river to occur? So, in this modern era, the usage of fertilizers are one of the factors that trigger eutrophication. The fertilizers, which mostly contain phosphorus and nitrogen, are used to grow crops. Every year, millions of these fertilizers are used all over the world. However, the plants can't absorb all of the nutrients supplied and the leftover accumulate over time in the soil. Thus, this set the stage for the major environment chain reaction. The real problem starts with agriculture runoff. When heavy rain falls over this field, the nitrogen is easily dissolved in the water and will carry it to the nearby lake and river. And at the same time, the phosphorus will carry it through soil erosion. What was meant for crops on lands suddenly dumped straight into the freshwater system.
A dense layer of algae forms a thick blanket or mat across the surface of water body. This mat reflects and absorbs incoming sunlight. Because of this surface mat blocks sunlight from penetrating deeper to the water column, aquatic plants growing at the bottom of the lake or river cannot perform photosynthesis. Hence, these plants will eventually die, eliminating habitats and structural shelter for small aquatic organisms. Fish, amphibians, and microinvertebrates rely on absorbing dissolved oxygen through their gills or skin. When oxygen decreases rapidly, these organisms literally suffocate. Highly sensitive species like trout or certain freshwater nymphs die first. While mobile organisms like larger fish may attempt to migrate away from hypoxic zones. Sessile or slow-moving organisms such as snails and insects larvae cannot escape and suffer near total mortality. This severely breaks the foundation links of the aquatic life. The toxins can accumulate within the tissue of freshwater shellfish and small fish. If humans or land animals consume this contaminated organism, it can lead to severe illness or neurology damage.
So here we are now in Testasi Aman, which is a very good example of eutrophication in lakes. As you can see here, the water is very green in color. This is because of all the algae bloom that is happening in the lake caused by eutrophication. So eutrophication, which causes algae bloom, which then lowers the dissolved oxygen that is in the water, which then makes the water to be more toxic to life. However, some animals can still live in this condition, so it is just not toxic enough to kill off all animals yet. So why does this happen? It's because the main reason is because it is a stagnant water, since there is no good outflow, and any outflow from this lake is either blocked or very slow. And finally, all of the buildings and urbanization and human activities around the area, which only adds more to the eutrophication that is happening around here.
We know how dangerously eutrophication can affect our marine ecosystem, so let's look at the possible approaches to prevent eutrophication. First, the excessive use of chemical fertilizer in agriculture should be reduced. Many farmers in Malaysia use large amount of fertilizer to increase production, but the unused nutrients are often washed away by rainwater into nearby river and lake. They increase the concentration of nitrogen and the phosphorus in the water, which promote increased excessive algae growth. Farmers can reduce the problem by using organic fertilizer, applying fertilizer in controlled amount, and practicing sustainable farming methods. Next, environmental education and awareness campaigns are very important in preventing eutrophication. Schools, communities and media platforms can educate people about the causes and effects of water pollution and encourage environmentally friendly habits. Through cooperation between the government, industries, farmers and society, eutrophication can be reduced and Malaysia, rivers and lakes can remain clean and healthy for future generations.
When we hear about ecological disasters like eutrophication, it is easy to think this is a massive industrial or agricultural problem. What can I possibly do about it? But the truth is, our daily domestic habits directly impact the water quality of our local rivers. The first and most impactful change we can make it at home is switching to phosphate-free household cleaners and laundry detergents. Many commercial detergents use phosphate to soften the water and remove the dirt. But when that soapy water goes down your drain, it eventually empties into our waterways, acting as an artificial fertilizer for algal blooms. By simply checking the labels at the supermarket and choosing eco-friendly phosphate-free options, we cut off a major source of nutrient pollution at the root. Finally, never pour cooking oil, food scrap, or fats down the kitchen sink. Even if you use a food strainer, organic waste degrades in the sewage system and release organic phosphorus and nitrogen. Instead, collect used cooking oil in a container and recycle it to a local community collection center.
Government also need to take a major role in preventing the eutrophication in our freshwater. There are two solutions that can be taken by the government. Firstly, the solution that can be taken is they need to strengthen the wastewater treatment system. Wastewater treatment plants need to be improved so that the harmful chemical and excess nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus are removed before water is released. This is to reduce the algal bloom and to improving our water quality. Next, the government also can increase the public awareness and education through having a education campaign and school program. This is to encourage our community about the importance of protecting our river and lake.
At community level, eutrophication can be reduced through river clean-up activities, public awareness campaigns, and proper waste management practice. Regular clean-up programs help remove rubbish and prevent pollen from entering rivers and lakes, which help improve water quality. Communities should also be educated about the importance of protecting freshwater ecosystem by avoiding dumping waste into river and reducing the use of harmful chemicals such as phosphate-based detergents and fertilizers that can increase nitrogen levels in water. In addition, proper waste disposal and recycling should be encouraged to reduce pollution. Community can also report illegal dumping of polluted river areas to local authorities so that immediate action can be taken. Through these effects, communities can help reduce eutrophication and protect aquatic life and fresh ecosystem. Thank you.